We
All right,
should
it's starting.
have friends.
Hey, introduce yourselves in case someone's...
They know who I am.
Hello,
maybe.
my name is Eliot Barnhart, and I follow directions.
I'm Shannon, and I'm in charge.
Who even cares about me? Everyone just cares about Stanley
Why-
and Sherlock.
This scene, what was... Like, I feel like we were dead while filming this scene.
Was I there for this scene being filmed?
No.
I don't like how I'm hugging Orla in this scene.
You don't?
I'm just like, no, I don't think it looks good. Also, that shirt doesn't really look good on me either. I just don't like this scene.
Yeah.
Except for the part where Cassie does the Taken speech, which is the
don't-
most beautiful moment.
I'm just like, I don't remember, like, when we filmed this, if we filmed anything else this day, but I just remember it... Not that it was bad, but, like, I don't know, we weren't super into it this day.
And also, I think this was when, like, Orla started having problems with her boyfriend, so she was, like, really upset with him. And, like,
And we'll
not
come
that I
in.
should be spilling out Orla's
Yeah, no,
relationship
we're not
problems
gonna-
on the internet. I'm not gonna, like,
No.
start talking about it, but I think
I
that
was like,
no
Sarah,
details.
don't bring these things up. So anyway, I talked a lot in this scene.
Yes.
Too much. I was like, I'm gonna wear a watch in this episode because, first of all, I like wearing things on my wrist, and second of all, they're running out of time.
Also, we're all on our laptops, because I don't think any of us knew our lines.
This is a long scene with a lot of talking.
I mean, it's a relevant scene, though. It's not... I didn't feel like it was too long.
No, yeah. I did end up cutting a lot of what Sherlock was originally going to say because I had it almost exact from the book, and she goes on a lot of monologues, and I was like, okay, fine. We won't do all of these.
Like, you guys all seem exhausted.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why we were filming during the day. I think it was just like...
Maybe...
Something about, like, I think we were filming this near the end of the semester, and so I think we were just all tired, and it was just kind of one of those scenes that we had left to film.
Devil's Night.
Devil's Night. There was something I was gonna say. Oh, we changed camera angles for one shot.
Yeah, that weirded me out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then suddenly...
You can see behind Cassie what would we call it? It's a thing that usually is at parking lots and blocks people from getting into them unless they have, like, the right ID card, and it goes up and down. And at FSU,
It's like a gate.
Yeah, it's a gate, technically. These get broken off a lot, especially on football weekends, and you just kind of find them on random places around campus. Most people probably walk past them, not Cassie and Christy. Oh no, they picked it up, and they brought it home.
I love the really awkward zoom in this. Like, it's not like a
it
slow
was
zoom,
so
it's
difficult.
just jolty, and
I tried to, like, fix it in editing a bit. but
Also,
it was hard.
Eliza's father is Liam Neeson.
That's what we decided, yeah. Not that he is Liam Neeson, that Liam Neeson would play him.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's Nissan, Liam Neeson's Nissan is Nissan, and Nissan.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
basically.
like also this episode I gave up on seeing our recycling piled in the background.
In the beginning, it was like, we gotta be clean. Oh no, here.
John Thomas's voiceover in this scene is like one of the last things we did.
John Thomas is a great human being.
Oh, he is.
He's so nice.
And he used to be in film club a lot more, and he, like, acted more, but not really this year. But I was like, he has to play C.A.M. because of his voice. His threatening, deep, ridiculous voice.
But then you see him.
Yes, exactly.
High
And you're
five.
like, this kid.
Yeah, he's like my height almost, and I'm 5'3".
He's, he feels smaller than he actually is because he's
Yes.
taller than me and I'm 5'5".
He's got like a small personality.
That's what we say.
Yeah, and I didn't like buy it. I was like, you guys are full of shit. And then I met him, and I was like, and then I saw him, and I was like, no, he's taller than me, like significantly. He's like 5'9", and then I'm like, no.
He's not quite 5'9", because then he'd be my height.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he's probably like 5'7".
Yeah. You can see shamrocks on the wall, because I put shamrocks on the wall.
I love how the
around
cabinet's
St.
open.
Patrick's Day. I know. We gave up. Oh, man.
It's probably from you. You've probably gotten to the
Jeb is a
beds.
big fat mess. Like, that's us. We're Jeb.
So, This is,
Have we told, like, the Cheez-It story on camera?
Eliot eats a lot of Cheez-Its.
I don't, though. It was because
Eliot
Shannen...
ate all of our Cheez-Its.
It was, like, one time. It's because Shannen and
Every
Sara
time.
said in our contract, our, like, non-official contract, it said she'd pay us in
Release
food.
form.
Okay, that's what it was.
It
Is
didn't
it?
say pay you in food.
Well, you promised to pay me in food.
It wasn't even in the
voice.
release form.
Okay, well at some point you promised to pay me
But I
food.
said I would give you food.
And so I was like, okay,
did.
and then you gave me dinner like not as many times. And I like for filming, I would just by virtue of what would happen, I would have a tendency to skip lunch. And so I'd be hungry, and so one of the first times I was filming, I had skipped lunch or I didn't have a good breakfast or something, and I was like, guys, I need food. And so they're like, all right, find something, but we are college students, we have 0% dollars. And so I took a big box of Cheez-Its and ate it, and I'm lactose intolerant, and I think Cheez-Its are really nasty, but like, I ate them, and I ate the whole box, and Shannen and Sara were like, holy fuck, dude, and I was like...
And every time he came...
You've done it on multiple occasions.
Well, yeah, because now I have a reputation. And...
That's when I stopped being good at timing, and I put a black screen for the rest of the sting.
People think this show is good and we're just lazy.
God.
Fuck this show. Anyway.
Jumpstart my acting career.
So this
like it.
episode
But same time
was
fuck
like
the show.
the one story that I knew I wanted to adapt this season. And I also knew you couldn't do it as vlog style.
Commentary.
How are you gonna, commentary. I made that pun before we started recording. Don't give that to Eliot.
Okay.
And then, what was I saying? Oh, I wanted to make this story, but you can't really do it vlog style because how do you show a man getting shot and then pretend that you didn't see it?
Is this story the whole reason why we did this TV style this season?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god. Look, it's Tabitha.
Poor
Nobody cared about
Stephen.
Tabitha.
Nobody gave a fuck about Tabitha.
Which I understand. And then, like, this video came out, and not that everybody was suddenly like, Tabitha, but people were suddenly kind of like,
Wait,
what?
She's real?
What's happening?
She's real?
And I also started to give Langdale Pike a personality because he's in the description of the video like, update. What the fuck? What? Tabitha, call me back.
There's
hey,
somebody
we're gonna have a
here.
special guest in a minute.
Yeah, and this tapestry actually, not tapestry, what is that?
Yeah,
like,
it's a tapestry.
okay, well it hangs on Shannon's wall in her dorm. I don't know where it is now because we're in an
It's in a
apartment.
box.
So there's somebody named Nicole coming, and I haven't met this human being.
2 weeks later. This is the best scene of the show.
We're doing a video commentary, by the way.
Yeah,
This
so...
is Allie.
Oh, never
it's
mind, Nicole
Allie.
isn't coming. Hello,
Hello.
Allie. We are doing a commentary
She's
of
on her
Taj
way.
Wash.
No spoilers.
Oh, okay. Then you gotta
You're
hide
gonna
in the
be
room.
spoiled.
Sarah, take her away.
No, I want to. I gotta
This is
talk
such a
about
funny scene, though.
This scene.
Yeah, we did a really good job filming this scene because we just hit that dialogue well. I
And
think.
also, you guys were done in real life, and not so it was good to be done almost-ish here.
Also, my friend Eiley, who I've mentioned in this commentary before, not to be confused with my friend Allie, who just walked through the door. My friend Eiley, I was trying to get her to tell me about what she was writing, and I was like, I'll give you Taj Wash spoilers.
So she sent her this scene.
And, yeah, and she was like, well, who kisses next? And I was like, Sherlock. And she was like, what? So then I had to send her the video. And she thought it was the best thing ever.
Get ready, Allie.
Get ready.
Let me turn up the volume.
Get right. No, but alright.
It's fine. Well,
What?
Oh, that's my favorite thing.
I remember showing this to Christy for the first time because Christy partially directed it, and it just started, and she was immediately like, "Oh my god, I can't watch it." I'm like, I
Volume up
know.
more. Volume up
It's really awkward. I put this music in as a joke, and then...
He kept it. I remember the day
how
that
you
Shannon came
everything.
up to me and was like,
Do
this
we
is
have
a
another
joke.
special guest?
We have another
This
special
is
guest.
the worst commentary.
We should probably stop.
No. We have such...
I guess we could...
Hi, we're
stop.
doing commentary. Are you... Who is this?
It's Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. We are doing commentary.
Feel free to special guest on our commentary.
So we have two special guests, Allie and Nicole. Dimitri was so great.
I think Nicole and I are the Aaron fan club.
Everybody...
That kiss!
Oh, it was so awkward. No,
It gets
Your
worse.
face is the best thing.
whenever
She
we...
looks like a cat being overhyped.
This is so bad.
She does look like... She looks like...
Oh,
Oh, God.
honestly.
And
So-
Sherlock's like, are you kidding me? This is fucking hilarious.
It's probably how she's compensating for, like, you know, if we're gonna get dark fic here. you know, but also.
I think
Oh my
Sherlock's
god, you
like, this is
actually
funny.
did it. Sorry, that had nothing to do with
Oh.
commentary and looking at your wall.
All right, we will discuss that in a second.
So, Sherlock's like, hey, this is really funny, and, he's coming over now. Oh my god.
And Sara has left with Allie.
Feel free to sit, Nicole.
Sit in her spot.
Do that.
This scene!
Oh my god, this scene was like the last scene we filmed with Dimitri. And Dimitri had to go. He I think he was in, what was it? Not Sir Officer Krupke or Krupke, West Side Story. I was in that play as a child
And
too.
he had to.
Oh my god, the
West
line.
Side Story.
At FSU.
No, at Tallahassee Theater.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, no, they didn't, because I would have heard about that.
Yeah, but he was.
This scene is my favorite thing ever.
Is Aaron really
I
out of
was like-
focus in this scene, or is it just me? Like this.
He might be a
That
little-
looks
the TV.
awkward.
It might be the
Because
TV.
everybody looks
Okay.
weird.
All
This
right.
is Nicole. She made the Blair Goddess Project.
Hi. This
Um,
scene is my favorite thing.
So like half of the shots that don't have Dimitri in them were shot the day before, and then the rest of it was shot the next day, and it was really terrible because of scheduling. But
I
we
think
got it
I
done.
filmed my last scenes as Stanley Hopkins for
Yes.
this scene. Yeah.
This wide shot, or no, actually, the wide shot is the last shot that Cassie did as Eliza. The shot where you can't see her and it's just the three of you, that's the last shot you did as Stanley.
yeah.
But the very last
where
thing
are
you did,
you?
Coming in the door.
Oh, okay.
the very last thing you did as Stanley was
Oh my god,
that
this is the
voiceover.
best.
Yeah.
Who was it that was like? Was it Lee who was live blogging, or somebody else who was like, they don't answer the door when they know it's
Yeah. It was
Stanley?
Yes.
Lee.
And I was like,
Oh my god,
They're
Dimitri
so mean
almost
to him.
Dimitri almost broke my spine. Like he was such a nice dude, and I'm so glad. I love those shoes.
I was watching this and I don't know, I've heard so much about Dimitri and it was just funny.
But I was gonna say that I don't think they're not answering the door because they know it's Stanley. They're just like, we cannot let another person into
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah, I mean, although admittedly everyone knows Stanley's knock by now,
Yeah.
and so a couple of times in this episode, like when Stanley knocks on the door and is like, "Holy fuck, Sherlock! I messed up." I purposefully tried to knock
Bro.
on
Ah,
the right.
my good stop.
Your face, Eliot, is just like,
Yeah, I mean,
Shannon's been like, okay, we're going.
and Stanley is
and
about ready to commit
Orla's
seppuku.
face was so good.
Look
when
at that.
she
That
reacts to
is
the kiss.
okay, but that face right there, I was purposely. I was acting. It was a real good acting face. I love my facial expressions. But I was saying that when, like, I'm knocking on the door for Sherlock to answer, because C.A.M is creepy.
Oh, you're so sad. You didn't do the knock.
Yeah, I didn't do the knock, but I also had to make it so it was not I love my face in this shot. I'm such a good actor. Oh my god, I'm so great. But I like wanted it to be his knock.
Wait. Sarah's gonna accidentally grope Orla.
What?
Right here.
I never met Orla either.
Orla was like the straightest person and got cast with Jamie, and not Jamie, with Sara. Oh my god. Okay, so
How about this
Straighter
part
than
in the
Adrian.
Notebook?
fun fact is that the very first few months of filming with Shannen and Sara is that I
Gross.
yeah, one nasty. I'm about to be sidetracked.
We'll talk about him in a second.
Okay, my first few months of filming with Shannen and Sara, I would like forget their names, and I genuinely would just try to avoid naming them because I was like, they're Sherlock and Jamie, and I straight up did not see Sara as Sara. I was like, that's Jamie, and I just, yeah.
Actually, to be honest, when I met Jen, I thought her name was, well, I didn't think her name was Christine, but I called her Christine.
Yeah.
I thought of her as Jamie for like the, because I didn't meet you until after I'd already been watching. I didn't meet Jen until I had been watching Notes by Christine, so yeah.
Sara and
thing.
Allie have returned, by the way.
Yes. You guys are technically co-workers.
I
She works
still
at
respect-
Fantasia.
Oh.
Hey, and
hello.
I work at Disney.
That's
It's-
true.
yeah,
you're
but
not
she's in my
the
part.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
Phantasmic, by the way, not Fantasia.
No, she
Did I
works
say
at the golf
Fantasia?
course.
You did.
Cam was actually
No,
like
Fantasia is where I work.
originally,
Oh.
as I kept
Yeah,
talking
that?
about this episode.
Wait. I was gonna
Never
say
mind, I
something.
thought you were in my part.
So, Sherlock's looking out the window, so she knows Stanley's coming because he walks up to the dorm. Just
Yeah.
gonna throw that out there. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say just like that this was gonna be a little bit different because originally when we had John before we had to fire Scott,
You would be sitting.
oh.
We didn't
Am I sitting on your
him.
phone?
he just never
Vanished.
if he ever talked to us again, we would have fired him. Well, I say we like I'm an executive.
But yeah, he was gonna be there.
Who did you find?
John was
he
gonna
still can't turn our
propose
phone
to
calls.
Eliza. It was gonna be really
like-
cute.
So we didn't like.
So then we
fire
rewrote the
him.
episode.
So
It was
basically,
probably
like,
for
what
the
happened
best
with-
because we had to then
no.
it shortened the
Reba
episode.
at least told us
They're
that
not
she
gonna be
was drunk
picked
in
up by the
school.
mic very
Okay.
much. So
Yeah.
Good.
hey,
This
who
is
is it?
beautiful. Oh no, it's
It's
Stanley!
Stanley!
It's me. I could not remember my lines that I was supposed to say, and I for some reason just could not improv it. And so there's a lot of bloopers of me just being like, I don't know my line. And then just
Merlin's like, what's happening?
screaming
Oh,
into
like,
Shannon's
I don't know.
boobs. But yeah, I was saying that this
This scene.
this scene is my
Okay.
favorite.
Shannon was talking to us the day that that she shot this scene, and she's like, guys, when you see the scene where like Stanley Sarah's blowing in the wind and the lighting is all dramatic, that's what we shot today.
Well, because we got to film at golden hour. It was perfect. And so this
It
is
sucked though because then the lighting was changing. and-
Yeah, that's what happened.
so
Yeah,
autistic Stanley
it
stimming with
happens.
his coat.
yeah.
And also, it was raining.
Which, yeah, it was great. Like that's what I wanted.
So I lengthened
But
this
the
scene way
camera-
longer than it was supposed to be because I
That guy who comes running out
The umbrella in the background.
of the umbrella. Here he comes.
Oh god.
I love how tired I look and
Yeah.
like sick already, and so it makes me look just deranged.
I love how much of a nerd
I know,
JT
the voice.
is.
The voice. I know, he's got the voice.
He's so tiny, and he's not even.
He's so funny.
He's
and
so
like,
nice.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
think I
ent-
know him very.
He's like-
I've seen him at an event
Yeah.
before.
the entire time we were filming this scene, me and him were just dancing around and singing
Yeah.
Hamilton, and I think part of it was, honest to God, I think part of it was he was trying to offshoot the fact that I had to smell his breakfast from 2 nights ago.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a like really terrible scene, so it's good that
We got
JT
along.
was.
I mean,
It's like
yeah.
JT would have like the most incredible voice acting career. Like he
And then
would.
the moment,
He
you
could be
know.
like the new
moment
movie
you-
trailer guy.
Yeah, but he's going into computer programming or something like that.
I couldn't stop smiling while doing this scene, and I hope that it doesn't show up
No.
because
It
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You look like you're gonna die.
This was
pee myself.
Wait, was it this scene or the other scene that I made the Tumblr post about where
I
I
don't
was
know.
like Stanley Hopkins facial expressions appreciation post? It was
I
probably
gave
this
you guys
scene.
like no direction for this scene.
I know, and we like
and you knocked it out of the park.
there was one take. I don't know if this is definitely not the
Like,
take that we
I'm
used, but my
afraid of
nose was
him.
in his mouth. I'm not kidding.
Like, I'm
The
afraid-
beautiful
blowing of the
hair. Shannon, as soon as we got done filming that, Shannon went, "Oh, we need to keep this."
Every time I yelled cut, we were just like, oh my god. And I'm like, Cassie, were you watching that?
Yeah.
'Cause
My
this
eyes are like so crossed because that's just how eyes work.
This
like
was just
very
Like
random
no,
person in the
my
background.
my nose was in his mouth. I'm not
Cassie
kidding.
and I were the only crew. There was one take where he pinched you.
Yeah, there was one. I mean, he like slapped my face a little bit,
Yeah.
and I looked absolutely like I was gonna just pee myself.
Which, yeah.
And that looked. I was like, wow, I'm an actor. Like, holy shit.
Here we go.
I love the banana.
I love
The
this
banana.
scene.
Oh, this whole scene. I have so many things to say about
Sherlock-
this scene. Oh God,
This
this
is my
hurts
favorite
me.
thing you ever did when you flinched before the remote hit the wall.
I mean, it. You know, if his dad, he was. I was thinking of it as one, his dad, but two, also him anticipating the noise.
Well, yeah.
And,
And Sherlock's a bitch. But the thing is,
I love how
that
I never went back to normal posture, and I was just
Yeah.
so tense.
And Jamie just like is like I must wrap my entire body.
Jamie's
around
like, what
you.
is wrong?
Come here, small
Continue.
child.
So Sherlock in this scene, because I feel like, I mean, nobody's really said like, how dare Sherlock yell at Stanley, but I always felt like people were gonna say that. But I was like, but the thing is that she's actually really mad because she just found out that he killed his dad, and she didn't figure that out earlier, and she's mad at herself
Wait, how did she
And-
find it out?
because C.A.M says the date, and then she's like,
She looked it up.
She already knows the date that the father
Yeah,
died.
so she just like puts
Oh.
it together, and she's really mad at herself for not putting it together for. And so now she's like, she knows, and she's demanding that he tell her.
That's so mean.
Asshole.
I wonder though.
Sherlock's the worst.
Ooh, that's a good facial
I
expression
know. I
from me.
love your face there. I love that Stanley makes this switch to like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, it's great.
I was
But
having difficulty
wonder-
figuring out when to put the switch, but I think I did
wonder
it well.
though, like, if Jamie wasn't there, if he would have told her. But I don't know.
I mean, AU.
Yeah. And Jamie's like, hey, bitches, I figured it out.
Jamie's like,
I love how
"I'm
Stanley's
here."
so
There's another
done.
computer.
I love the just because I didn't know what to do with my hands then. And I was like, I mean, but he's also like already like, oh fuck this, I can't do it. So I'm like, what if she just says the computer thing and he's like, that's it, I'm done. I couldn't see anything.
And it's like midnight. He's like, I'm going to bed. And Sherlock's yelling at him, so he's like,
Stanley slept in his binder this episode. What a fucking idiot! Like,
yeah, for real. And you shake your head like, whatever. Who gives a fuck anymore?
I mean,
That
I think
cardigan
I'm going
in
to
the
prison.
background that
So
Sherlock's gonna wear later.
I mean, like Stanley at this
Stanley's
point thinks
just
he's
like, well.
Stanley genuinely thinks he's going to prison, so he
Yeah.
doesn't care anymore. Because he, I mean, probably thinks that Sherlock would hate him or something.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of thoughts going through his little brain,
And
and I just
Sherlock's
want to
like
hug
really
him.
mad at him right now, so
I always want to hug Stanley.
I love my face.
like, well. This part when I realized in editing that how does Wendy know what the text says?
Yeah.
So then the very last thing you did was voiceover.
Yeah, the
saying
script
what the text
originally
says.
didn't have my voiceover there. It was just Wendy's kind of spontaneous.
Also, I just love that Wendy this whole time is listening in on the
She's just standing there, and you forget. When you said Wendy doesn't know, I was like, Wendy is still here?
My favorite bit is that Shannen told Wendy to come in pajamas, and so she came in high heels and a leather jacket and a Sack U t-shirt.
Yeah.
You mean Orla?
Yeah, whatever her name
I
is.
was like, okay, Orla. Sherlock
love
gives up. Sherlock's
The trench
like,
coat,
I have
though.
to.
Sarah, I love not Sarah. Goddammit, Shannen. I don't know anybody anymore. Shannen, I love it when you like spin in that jacket. It's one of my favorite things.
Poor Aaron. I
And
just bonked my head on a thing in distress about Aaron
That's
Milverton,
my Black
guys.
Widow jacket. I love it a lot.
I didn't fuck Aaron, Sarah.
You fucked Aaron!
She did not.
y'all.
I would like to point out that the two ace people in the room are saying that
Yeah,
she did not
well,
fuck
she
Aaron.
did.
We're right.
You haven't read my story.
I still
Read the story.
Yeah, the
Sarah.
story does in Shannon's story.
happened.
Something
between the two
something
of them.
happened, but it's like kind of.
Aaron.
I mean, Sherlock's so sex repulsed, it's kind of traumatizing. So like,
So
LOL.
this is Cassie's room. Look, there's Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, like
I thought that this was a lot more deep than you guys made it because, like, 2 episodes ago when I was live texting Shannen, I said something and she was like, yeah, but Marvel. And I was like, did you put Batman on purpose because they love Marvel? And she was like, no, that's just in the room.
The card,
The card on the wall is Cassie got as like for her birthday.
yeah, I gave it to her for her birthday, and
Yeah.
when it's closed, it says "You are awful," and when you open it all the way, it says "You are awesome and beautiful."
So I was joking that Cam has it on his wall and just sometimes opens it like, yes, I am loved by this card.
Who gave it to him? Aaron?
Cam is a
Aaron.
Pretty
brony.
sure I'm typing into that laptop right now, Milverton.
Okay, but like Cam is a brony.
Disappear into the dark.
that laptop is.
Wait, I didn't get to
I've
talk.
received no response, so it is
No,
canon
it's
now.
canon.
I didn't get to talk about.
I like how he always has the backpack. He looks like
I
Dora.
didn't get to talk about
Or that kid
how-
from Adventure Time.
this script. The only thing that really changed about this script after we cast Eliot was that we ended up cutting out John. But Stanley was not originally
This is
trans.
really spoiling.
Tabitha!
So once you're trans. Once that happened, there became this like whole other level to the
Of
whole
nastiness.
Stanley Cam
God,
thing.
she's so
because
gorgeous.
Cam's main
is.
thing
Bum, bum, bum.
She has
is
great hair.
blackmailing.
I
women.
love her hair.
Anyway,
And she's just a friend that I got her to agree to be Tabitha. Like she's
That's
not an
great.
actress at all.
none of this was filmed.
Those
at the same
gunshots,
time.
though.
Yeah, no.
I'm a special
You need to
effects
get Carlos.
master.
No, Carlos.
God, no, I'm not gonna let Carlos touch anything I ever do.
So yeah,
I love how Tabitha.
her hair!
I love
That
the
rack
shot.
focus though.
her expression. I just love this whole other side to Tabitha, where she kills a man and it's just like,
Okay, it's fine.
And she breaks his nose.
Her next video.
Oh, she looks so good.
That's
I
very
know.
Draco Malfoy.
uh,
Just saying.
she's so great.
She's hot.
Tabitha's the best, and
we just need to
Lindsay's the
send. I
best.
need to send Lindsay just this.
Just
clip
this
with
part
the
of us
small
all being like,
thing.
yes.
Didn't you feel awful during this scene?
Yes, I had a migraine.
Oh, no.
As
What's new?
always. But the worst part was when we
But it
had to
worked
shine
out.
a light on our faces, and I had my eyes open really wide.
No,
And
but
the
it
light,
works
like-
because Jamie is horrified and
Yeah,
sickened.
and it was like usually I don't have eye
Oh,
stuff
no.
with my migraines.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, honey.
But in that
love
specific
Aaron.
occurrence-
Good thing Dimitri's a good actor.
So that laptop.
Well, he's like
is,
the only one of us that's an actual theater major. Like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That laptop
Is
is
he?
mine.
Yes.
I
I
jokingly
never
call
ran
it.
into him.
Look at me, I'm
my
sleeping with
Sims-
Sherlock's hat because I probably sleep with it all the time.
Yes, that laptop is Sarah's Sims laptop.
I mean,
oh, it only has the Sims on it.
I have a lot
And
of.
all the information about everyone at SACU. Come
I
on.
have
Oh my
a
God,
lot.
what if he stores all the information in Sims?
You know,
That's how he gets in. Like he has like a sack.
He like sets them all up with little
Oh my
profiles.
God.
Oh my God, the picture.
Cam
Hold on.
needs a life.
so you know, in reference to the fact of apparently this character's name is Eliot now, and my name is Stanley Hopkins. But with reference to
Yes.
Stanley Hopkins' hat, I have a lot of obscene jokes to make about that hat.
I know.
Mainly that Sherlock
This-
probably doesn't want it back.
Hold on. This part with Adrian was
got
filmed,
jizz
Love Adrian.
like months before the rest of this scene.
It's got
like
jizz
it was
on
the
it.
biggest gap. I'm not gonna acknowledge that. It was the biggest gap between filming parts of scenes. My hair is different. There's no gate in the background. Sarah's hair is different.
no-
Sarah's makeup is different. Like,
I'd
It's
like to
ridiculous.
call attention to the fact that I go from my Black Widow jacket to my Hawkeye jacket. And I don't know what that
Symbolism.
says about what any symbolism, except that I'm the biggest Clintasha shipper ever, and it's a problem. But I don't know. Somebody make some symbolism out of that.
so the first version of this script that I wrote years ago, a year ago, I don't even know anymore.
1,000 years.
This was like the first episode that I wrote. Stanley was Lestrade's partner. And so Stanley was like not involved with the rest of this case. And so he was with her in this scene. But Stanley is smarter than Lestrade. No offense, Lestrade. And so when they leave, it was going to be that he stops and Lestrade's like, "Are you coming?" And he looks around and he makes all the deductions. Like, he sees blood and he sees a laptop and he sees all this stuff and he figures out that they were there. And then he's like, "Yeah," and he leaves. And that was the original Stanley Hopkins.
And then I happened, and
No, I mean, I changed a lot of stuff before that.
I made it 20 times worse.
It's true. It's like
Is
once
that the
we cast-
scene where Adrian did that little video where she's like, "This
Yes.
is now my web series, and everyone
Yeah.
will tell me what's going on now." That was my favorite.
I love my bedhead.
I love just this, like, awkward moment of silence where we're
Me
all
too.
like, let's not talk to each other. And then, my face.
This scene is so important. Oh my god, I like have such expressive eyes in this scene. My goodness, I'm like, man, I'm an actor.
I feel like Sherlock doesn't decide until the moment she says you're safe
Eliot.
whether or not she's gonna let him go.
I did not. I don't know if I was like, wow, that was some acting. But that's terrible. She would have called the Lestrade back. Oh.
No, she wouldn't have called Lestrade back, but I don't know. Jamie's like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Me.
Oh. I love how you can see the light on in Cassie's room because she came out while we were filming this and then was like, "Whoops."
Whoops.
Ooh.
I wanted to fake cry,
Hi,
but
Stanley.
I realized when I filmed Not a Confession that I don't know how to fake cry.
Here we go.
I have been told by
man.
a director.
Fuck me
Fight.
up.
Fight.
Fight.
I've heard that almost crying is more powerful than actually fake
Yeah.
crying. So.
Yeah.
This like whenever I did like really emotional scenes like this, I kind of like I would like get like this ball of emotion like in my body that I could feel. And like it was because I was holding I hold just so much tension in my body when I'm doing scenes like this.
This was a scene that I was really looking forward to filming for a long time because I got to have emotions.
It's
Sherlock.
It's because I finally got to yell at Sarah.
Sherlock needs to healthily express her emotions.
Yeah, for real. She goes to rehab and then she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And Jamie's like, moral conundrum. And Sherlock's like, that's damn right.
And the only person there for this fight.
and Olaf in the corner.
But actually, this was the day that Cassie and Christy filmed Flying Discs. And they came back when we were filming this scene. So for my shot, Sean and Gina were there.
Yeah, they were all in there, and we're screaming at each other.
And it was so like, oh my god, we have an audience.
And I just remember, I remember
intense.
like we cut it, and all their faces were just a little like.
Yeah, they were like,
fuck.
oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
But I think almost because they were there, I felt more pressure to like do it well.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I have to convince these people that like they were our friends, we know them, but I was like,
Convince them that y'all are actually
they don't
breaking
watch
up.
the show, and I was like, I
They
have to
should
convince
watch
them
the show.
to watch it.
Anyway.
I love how I say that line.
What was the line?
Do you want to work with me or not?
Oh.
I think no.
Bye,
not those
bitches.
friends.
Bye, Sherlock. You're the worst.
True.
Throw things.
This next part.
I don't remember
Is
what's
it
after
the
this.
next? Yes. Eliot
Yeah.
was my crew for this.
Yes.
We were both wearing all black outside in the heat. It was terrible.
That was a nice little transition there. I liked
speaking
that.
of that
Yeah.
laptop, it has now started to not work for me.
So you could have actually smashed it.
That part with
Make
the
it
laptop in the dumpster was not in the script. I just realized later, I was like, we never get rid of it, and we probably should.
I mean, Sherlock should just.
No, it's not blood, Wendy. God. Jesus.
So
Sarah, I
it's a
like
little,
your acting in this scene.
Yes. Oh God.
I
It's
like
a
your,
little-
lady problems. Yes.
Yes.
It's a little more ambiguous, but originally it was made very clear that Wendy and Jamie have sex for the first time after this.
Yeah. And then,
Like clothes come off,
yeah.
but
Then we didn't do that.
we didn't.
Because
Which is kind of a combination between like just the logistics of filming that scene and also Orla kind of being uncomfortable with.
it was
Sexual things.
like we got to that point, and I was like, I just don't feel like doing that.
You guys had really good romantic
I
chemistry.
don't think
It's
it's
just like it's not that you had anti-sexual chemistry. It's just Orla is a straight girl and so
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
there was like a lot of kisses that were written that ended up being like cheek kisses or like just looking at each other because she was just kind of like, I don't want to kiss you.
Which, like, is totally understandable.
Yeah, I'm not blaming her for that at all.
Yeah.
And I think you guys really, I think you guys do look cute. I don't think it looks like forced or anti-cute or
Yeah.
unromantic.
Yeah, she's a good actress. This is Wendy's redemption arc, I guess.
I like Wendy.
Yeah!
Yay!
I've
Wendy's
always liked
better than
Wendy.
Stanley. I
That
love
is a
doing
good
this
kiss
shot.
The tongue is a muscle.
You're good.
off!
I like
did
that
that
it ends up being like a sweeter kiss than like a sexual kiss. And
Yeah,
think
I mean,
that's
personally,
fine.
I like that more because, like, you just killed a man. I mean, that's weird. I love you,
Hey.
though.
But this is the ace couch.
Oh my god.
I
it
was
is.
just gonna say the couch of asexuality.
Honestly.
So, Sherlock's writing in her notebook. I was literally writing on the Tabitha page, murderer.
That's great. That's my favorite part about the Notebook. Just the murderer.
Murderer. Just so she
Murderer.
can flip through really fast and be like, ah, yes, there they are.
So here are my
Christy was
murderers.
originally supposed to direct this whole episode, but then she got a job.
Oh
and
no.
She worked with me!
Which was like, no,
Fuck capitalism.
don't want to blame her for that or anything.
No,
but,
fuck
you know,
capitalism.
it was,
I don't actually blame Christy.
Derek.
Hey.
Derek worked on this?
Derek worked on almost every episode. If
Derek
not
worked
every
his ass
episode.
off. I really appreciate that.
I am a man who will fight for your honor is their breakup song. that is
Incompetech
used
is the
3
best
times.
website.
Incompetech.
I want to make the how to make a. I was talking to Shannen about this. I
Sarah.
want to make a how to make a web series podcast.
Next
So if you
week,
want to be in with that, I'm
Sure. Let's do
in
it.
the final episode,
Oh yeah, I didn't watch this preview because I don't like previews.
No, this is a preview, so it's not any spoilery.
Okay, but it's gonna reveal what happened in episodes before it.
Stanley's sad.
No.
Look at
There's
Derek.
Derek.
It's just the preview of...
God, Derek was so dramatic in episode 8.
Fuck Derek. No.
He
Derek's
did
like
so good,
one of my
though.
best friends.
You
Adrian,
just
Adrian
spent all
died.
this time talking about how hard he worked for you, and now...
Well,
Derek was just very
that's all,
sad.
folks. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's not my show, but
That's
goodbye.
I'm glad
all,
that we had these
folks.
special guests.